I'll try the back door. Wait here a second. Side window's been jimmied. Looks like somebody's creeped the joint. You said I had to go back, Doctor.
The fires are cathartic. They allow you to confront your past.
You said the house would be empty.
Are you taking the medication I have prescribed?
You said the house would be empty. I heard them screaming.
Circumstances were unfortunate. My colleagues had made all the necessary
You
arrangements.
said the house would be empty. You're killing me.
The deaths were unfortunate, but you have dealt with death before. I want you to come to the clinic and we can deal
You
with it.
said the house would be empty. How can I find peace?
It doesn't appear to be connected. Don't think this is anything.
Tiffany? The rest of the stuff is junk. Might explain the missing ring. A regular Amelia Earhart in her day. The ring looks distinctive.
This doesn't pertain to the case. Not much help. Size 9s. Above average for a lady.
Burglar used the pry bar. Why did you kick the door in?
You think I'm gonna climb through a broken window in a $30 suit? You got another thing coming, Buster.
Nope. Don't think this is any use to us. Circumstantial.
Celine and Jacob are obviously having problems. It speaks to motive.
Crime scene evidence still weighs against it being the husband, but Jacob could give us something to go on. One of my exes drank like this, you'd be feeling the back of my hand.
Call in burglary and get technical services out here. I'll talk to the neighbors.
Don't take all day about it, Phelps. I'll get nasty when I'm thirsty. Galloway, homicide, badge number 564. Requesting technical services for a suspected 459 at 142 North Union.
I knew it wasn't.
LAPD. Are you acquainted with Celine Henry, Miss?
Horgan. Jennifer Horgan. I've known Celine for more than 10 years. Our children grew up together. What's going on, officer?
Did you see Mrs. Henry go out last night?
Well, I'm no busybody, you understand, but Celine had been drinking. And she and poor, long-suffering Jacob had a terrible row. I think Jacob may have given her a black eye. He stormed out and she went back inside.
Did he come back?
No. Celine was listening to music and shouting until she left around 10 p.m. She was very drunk to have been driving. But she is not the sort of person you can stop from doing something when her dander is up. What is this about, officer? Is Celine all right?
I'm afraid Mrs. Henry has been murdered, ma'am.
Murdered? Oh, my God. I'm afraid I need to go and sit down. Please. I'm too upset.
Hey, isn't that the cop who solved the big case?
Not sure this means much.
Let's see what Jacob has to say for himself.
I don't think Jacob is our man, but we should see what he has to say.
Jacob Henry had a violent argument with his wife last night. He's looking more and more likely.
For my money, if the broad keeps the house looking like that, she probably deserved it. The skipper says bring him in and keep the hacks off our backs for a while.
Fine by me.
So it ain't the werewolf killer after all. Good to see you come to your senses, Cole.
I always said work the evidence. I only stipulated a connection to the BD killer as an avenue of investigation we should leave open. And as far as I'm concerned, it still is.
Okay, Phelps, we go in hard. You follow my lead. You Jacob Henry?
Yeah. Who's asking?
LAPD. You're under arrest for the murder of your wife, Celine Henry.
Murder? Celine?
Save the dramatics
Oh, my
for
God.
RKO, pal. You got bigger problems.
What the hell are you talking about? You come in here, you tell me that Celine is...
Take a seat, Mr. Henry.
She's...
We're going to have a look around, then we'll talk.
Jesus, I'm sorry.
I get even the slightest hint that you're
Nothing
a flight
significant.
risk, pal. You think the atmosphere's thick in here? Wait till we drive a gas chamber. He'll be back any moment. Just sit tight.
The oldest problem there is. what to do about the old lady.
Size 11s.
I doubt it. This isn't what we're looking for.
So who could have killed Celine? Where did she go last night, Jacob?
A bar, I suppose. Look, I don't know.
You know where she went, Jacob. You're lying. Why would I help you if you keep lying to me?
Look, I'm telling you, I don't know.
We know she went to the Bomba Club.
The bartender there, he calls me if things are getting out of hand, and I go and I bring her home. He called me last night. I said no. Phone rang a couple more times after that. I ignored it. I'm gonna have to live with that.
When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
Last night. I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
You don't remember what time you last saw your wife alive?
Look, I'm sorry. I left. Maybe 9 p.m. Might have been a little later, but Right around 9.
Why did you kill her, Jacob? Things will go better if you come clean about it.
That's a lousy thing to say. I never gave up on my wife.
I don't believe you, Jacob. I think you didn't have the guts to do it yourself, so you had someone else do it.
You want to back that up with something, Big Mouth? Huh?
The note by the phone suggests you meant her harm.
You want the truth? Truth is, I was sick to death of her. I was trying to have her committed.
We're still going to need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get this all down on paper, Jacob. How you got fed up with your wife and how you figured killing her would bury all your troubles.
Kill my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're going to tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
Okay. Let's just leave it at that. What's this pumpkin?
You're awful hot under the collar for an innocent man, Mr. Henry.
Call it in and get a squad car dispatched. And check for messages. I'll keep old Slugger here company.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a patrol unit to transport a suspect back to Central.
Certainly, Detective. You have a message from the coroner. Do you wish to be put through?
Yes, ma'am.
Carruthers,
It's Phelps.
I've completed the autopsy. Several wounds to the head from a blunt metal instrument. Closest match would be a socket wrench handle.
So the cause of death was the blunt...
No, the blows to the head surprisingly were not fatal. Death was from hemorrhage and shock from the fractured ribs and multiple injuries caused by the stomping.
Anything else?
He's some kind of sex fiend. The tissues of the anus were bruised about 1/8 of an inch, but no trace of semen in the anus, vagina, or stomach.
Thanks, Doc. Operator, give me R&I. Any word on an owner for that vehicle? License was 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. The plate belongs to a brown 1936 Pontiac. Registered owner is one Alonzo Mendez of 402 South Fremont Street, apartment 16.
Thanks. Any other messages?
One, Detective. From Captain Donnelly. He wants any and all suspects returned to Central. Interviews to be set up immediately.
Got it. We're coming in. Alonzo Mendez. Sound like a man who moonlights as the werewolf?
Don't sound like a man I'd let my daughter anywhere near.
You've got a daughter.
Spend enough time drinking, Cole, you'll find yourself with any number of things you don't want when you're sober.
So that's why you never sober up.
Exactly.
Carruthers said she took a real pounding.
Maybe if he had been a little firmer in the beginning, he wouldn't be in this situation now.
I imagine that Neanderthal routine is a big hit with the ladies, Galloway.
Women love me, Phelps. I have no complexity. They know exactly what they're gonna get.
Here, the apartment's up on the top floor.
Don't bother knocking, just kick the door in. Take a look around and see what you can find.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that. No good to me. Junk. Incidental.
Carruthers could match the color and brand of the body. Consistent with Celine's injuries, and the blood can be typed.
We have the murder weapon. We better get Pinker down here.
Why keep it? Why not throw it away?
Think these clowns are geniuses? Thank your stars you caught a break, and Captain Donald will begin to like you.
Hey, what gives? LAPD, you're under arrest.
Do not lose that son of a bitch. I'll go get our wheels.
Mendez, stop right there! You don't need to do this, Alonzo!
Get in and drive.
Hit him, Cole. Spin him out.
I got an idea. Get him next to my window, Cole. Keep me alongside his vehicle, and I'll stop the son of a bitch. Hit him! Clean this asshole off the road.
You're under arrest for the murder of Celine Henry.
I ain't saying a goddamn thing.
You did a grand job, lads. Phelps, that's quite a way to acquit yourself in your first outing as a homicide investigator. It seems the city has a new and vengeful guardian. Considering the evidence against your suspect and the thoroughness with which a report was compiled, I foresee a safe passage through the courts, and the DA agrees with me. Brutality on a scale such as this deserves retribution. The people and the press of this city demand it.
I need something to soothe this pain, to cool the lava you pump through my veins, 'cause I'm burning up for you.
Galloway. Got it, Skipper. Yeah, I'll bring him. He's my partner, after all.
What have we got?
New case. White female dumped in plain sight in the grass at the end of Hill Street. Hacks are all over it. Captain's trying to fend them off.
That sounds awfully similar.
The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence. Skipper wants you to have your newspaper face on, college boy. I think I know the place where they found the lady. It overlooks Sunset Boulevard. Let's go.
Poor little...
She was 13 if she was a day.
You did a decent job on the Henry case, Phelps. Not bad for your first time at bat.
Thanks, Rusty.
But don't go getting ahead of yourself. That's one clearance under your belt. Now it's a new day with a new dead lady that needs our attention.
No assumptions until we see the evidence, right?
Right. See, I knew you were a fast learner, Phelps. You might get along after all.
ATC 10.
Now, boys, you know as much as I do. I'll be holding a press conference once the autopsy's been completed. I have two of my finest investigators on the case, fresh from bringing down the sword of justice on the crazed sex
Captain,
Alonzo
aren't there
Mendez.
similarities between this murder and the murder of Celine Henry and of Elizabeth Short, for that
So you don't
matter?
believe there's a crazed sex killer at large preying on women?
Boys, be sensible. We have the greatest police force in all the world with the greatest scientific investigators at our disposal. How can any killer continue to be that? Be advised. We keep the gas chamber at San Quentin primed for the sons of Cain who continue to believe they can take a life in the City of Angels.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work. We have God's work to do here, and it can't be delayed.
What do we have, Captain?
Another woman sacrificed. Speak to Carruthers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
Detective, I was first on scene.
You find her, Gonzalez?
Not me. Family out for a stroll. I was first reporting.
Can you show me the body?
It's under the pepper tree, this way.
Can't be much help to you, Phelps.
Here she is.
The stomping angle in the Henry case, was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail a copycat would want was there in the story.
Ligature mark is very
distinctive. I'll do some comparisons back at the lab and get back to you.
Looks like she was tied up.
It does at first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist, too. I think her watch might have been torn off.
What's this mark? A cut on a finger.
Fourth finger, left hand. A wedding or engagement ring. Violently removed.
Well, we have a name. Can you run Deirdre Muller by RNI?
Back in a second.
If the motive was robbery, why not take the money?
Detectives,
RNI says that Deidre Mahler of 130 North Bonnie Bray was reported missing this morning by her husband, Hugo Mahler.
What'd I tell you? Let's grab the husband, take him downtown, and work him over. We could have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
What about not making assumptions and going on the evidence?
Similar remote.
To what? The Dahlia? I don't think so.
Celine Henry.
That's a closed case. This is probably...
А где я вообще? Привет.
Тебе скучно, что ли?
А кто это такой вообще?
Я сам не могу понять, куда я попал.
Разные люди, блядь, пиздец. Всем кидают тусовки, всех друзья добавляют. Я это не понял.
Так а кто организатор вообще тусовки этой?
Да вот это АВР какой-то там, я не знаю, кто это.
То, что несколько раз кидают там приглашения туда-сюда, короче, но вообще не знаю, кто это такая. Или такой, не знаю, ну вообще.
Или такое.
А у тебя микрофон там есть это? Как тебя там? Даже не выговорю этот никнейм.
Это парень или девочка?
Не знаю, ну говорит, типа, закинула сначала, типа, заявку, привет, мои зайки там.
Да, мне тоже там лучики
какие-то зайки там, ну, короче, что-то она там помешалась, наверное, да, там. Или волосатый мужик такой здоровый, там, за 40 лет сидит, наверное, там. Да. Ну, а смысл там, напиши хотя бы там, зачем позвала там, или позвал.
Или позвал.
Да, позвал. Люди, тем более люди тут в разные игры играют, а ты вот это вообще.
Вон вообще в GTA играется, да? Кто-то в Division играет.
Да я вообще этот в L.A.Noire играю, ну типа тоже от Rockstar игра.
А, да, клевая игра.
Ну да, вот это. А, в Division кто играет?
Вот оно тоже начало во что-то играть.
Оно тоже начало. А оно, знаешь, я зашел, получается, или тусовка, или группа какая-то была, я захожу, а там какие-то, ну, анимешные девочки там полураздетые были, в общем, ну, я... Да. Я немножко перепугался, думал, знаешь, ну, какая-то неправильная движуха, я выйду оттуда.
Ну, в принципе, я ее заблокировал.
Не, ну она типа у меня включена, как бы не блокировал, пусть ответит хотя бы, что она хочет.
Так она...
Просто ясно, я думаю, короче, она подтянулась, и потому что я стрим на ютубе включил, а она подтянулась, типа, может, оттуда.
И я тоже.
Да, я просто L.A.Noire, типа, стримил, и вот что-то смотрю, мне кто-то приглашение бросает, ну, типа, я вообще-то левых не добавляю, как бы, ну, типа, там...
О, еще один.
Опа, еще, вот. И смотри, чувака с колдой уже добавила, ну, вообще, ну, просто жесть.
Нет, пацаны, может, у кого-нибудь фонер есть, вот я бы поиграл, конечно.
Не, нету. Ну,
Не, у меня GTA,
у меня много...
есть,
У меня очень много игр есть, но кроме вот For Honor, там, как бы, ну, GTA тоже есть. А ты GTA прокачивал или сам этот все открывал?
Ну, я сам гличил.
Ну я тоже гличил на третьей Соньке там.
Вот последнее ограбление прошел и опять перестал играть.
Ну, то я 100 лямов себе пополнил, как бы, ну, на 100 лямов. Ну, их долго не хватило, как бы. Там даже...
Ну да.
На одну покупку там просто вот. А новый транспорт, типа джетпак, там, я не знаю, сколько там вообще бешеные цены, как бы, это надо гличить.
Ну да тем более джетпак,
Ну,
там это было ограбление.
ну говорят, типа, 2 раза нельзя, ну, этот прикол, типа, перенос делать. Ну, глич вот это, да.
Не, я машины копировал и все.
Ну, я просто на Соньке 3 там ну, короче, бабки накрутил через программу. И этот... Типа второй раз нельзя, а второй раз типа бан будет.
Ну, у меня он за гличи эти заблокировали, короче, я могу только одну машину в день продавать.
А то типа с дисками там прикол такой был раньше, я помню. Диски там какие-то ставил дорогие там.
Скайлайны копируешь.
Это в офисе главном типа, да, получается?
Да.
Была такая, так до сих пор типа осталась эта движуха или уже как бы прошло, да? Без офиса?
Да.
Я приглас там кинул ей на настоящее имя, что-то не отвечает.
Да у нее языки тайские.
Индонезия, Вьетнам и тайский, короче, я понял.
Да, Таиланд.
Ну, она хочет, короче, организатор там что-то, SharePlay, чтобы к ней подрубились, я так понимаю. Так, короче, тайский трансвестит, заканчивай с этим уже, ну, это уже не смешно. Нельзя использовать, короче, что нельзя использовать?
А что это за игра World Art Online?
А это типа, короче, анимешной какой-то игры, я так понимаю, типа, может быть ММО, типа, но что-то не похоже вообще. Так, по скринам смотрел вроде бы. А может она стримит, знаешь, типа голоса с тусовки пишет сразу. Как Варик, типа, ну, YouTube сейчас подрубила, а в тусовке, типа, может, ну, голоса, типа, ну, как бы, вот мы с тобой разговариваем, а это записывается там, знаешь, да, может как вариант быть.
Ой, еще один.
Это, наверное, все, кто стримы включают, там, да, кто-то стримит, вот.
Очень фифу играет, чувак.
Ну да, просто хотел показать там классный гол. Да, здорово.
Да, приглашение кинули.
Тоже там зайка там такого плана, да, тебе кто-то кидал?
Мне меня сколько смотрит. Ну, Таиланд, самый удачный.
Слушай, как она никнеймы вообще пробивает, как она вот это все делает? Или он, или он, может, да фиг его знает.
Это бот какой-нибудь, робот.
Бот, который сам рубится, сидит просто в этот. Давай. Блин. Слушай, а есть у тебя игра такая Dead by Daylight, короче, про зомби там, типа, ну не зомби, а ну маньяк там и жертвы там такие, короче, бегают.
Нет. А что, прикольно?
Ну такая, короче, там ты в принципе, ну ничего не стрелять там не можешь, ничего делать не можешь, но ты можешь, ну короче, один маньяк и там 5 человек вроде бы, или 4 человека, я не помню. Надо на локации завести движки, и как бы если ты успеешь там, если он вас всех не поломает там, то надо убежать как бы. Ну такая игра, короче, там прятаться, там, знаешь.
А маньяк тоже реальный человек, да?
Ну да. Выбирает, ну, маньяк это автоматом это хост, короче. А ты присоединяешься, можешь с друзьями там присоединиться, короче, ну. В общем. Можно и за маньяка, в принципе, играть, но это тоже как бы можно отдельную сессию там делать или, ну, типа, во фри там заходить, короче, этот.
Надо посмотреть, что за игра.
Ну, она по скидке ее на Хэллоуин отдавали. Вот я забрал там. Прикол то, что ты не можешь бежать быстрее маньяка, короче, он тебя в любом случае догоняет, ну, если уже преследует. Там прятаться, такое, ну, у него.
Заявку кинул, друзья.
Сейчас.
Ты же сайт Стила?
Да, ты в Rainbow или GTA играешь?
В Rainbow.
Ага. Вижу.
Тоже прикольная игра уже. Типа Counter-Strike, но тут напряженная такая, блин, еще. Показ как привет.